short because we have a pretty large agenda in front of us tonight. First off, I'd like to thank Mrs. Morgan and Mr. Cranston for applying for their prospective school board positions for another term. It takes a lot of courage and fortitude to sit in these chairs, so I thank you both for having the strength and the courage to reapply and do your jobs another 4 years. Also to Mr. Katolka for your award, and Mr. Word for coming here tonight to present the award. Good job. And actually, I watched the virtual ceremony where they gave you the award. So
yeah, thank you.
That was pretty neat. Yep. Zoom meeting.
Yep.
So congratulations again.
Thank you.
Also to Alcova, Highlands Community Bank, and the Historic Masonic Theater for the VSBA honor roll. They do tremendous things in this community, and we really appreciate these 3 businesses, and they go above and beyond all the time for our students and our school system. And also to our faculty and staff. I have several teachers in my family and my husband's family as well, so I definitely know the uncertainty that you're dealing with right now. You may not know this, but members of our board are advocating for you behind the scenes each and every day. So we hope that we will win your trust, and you will trust us to do what's right for the students and for the staff with these unprecedented times with COVID-19. Also, parents, be patient with us. The governor has put out guidelines and unfunded mandates from the state level, and our staff and special committee called the FLEC, led by Mrs. Huff and Mr. Callahan, that includes 25 other staff, parents, teachers, and students, have been diligently working through all the details of these mandates, which, by the way, aren't completely fully funded by the state. It's on the agenda tonight with 3 different scenarios made by the committee. And as a board, we'll have to consider how to implement by following the guidelines set by the governor and the Virginia Department of Education. So please be patient with us as we make these very important decisions as we move forward. And thank you, and stay safe.
Patrick went on.
One question before we go on. We have these public comment.
You'll read those here shortly.
Okay.
Okay, Danielle?
First off, congratulations to Jean and also to our VA winners tonight. I know Highlands Community Bank, Alcova Mortgage, and the Historic Stonewall are all 3 very good community partners that truly have the best interest of our community in their hearts. So thank you for all they do. I know there's a lot of unanswered questions, frustrations, concerns, and fear regarding the upcoming school year. COVID-19 has presented challenges that no one anticipated. The logistics of social distancing, managing face coverings, budget constraints, just to name a few. Parents, students, and staff have all had to adjust and adapt in ways we never imagined. I share that to say I want each of you to know that I hear your concerns and I share your frustrations. There are many things that I don't have an answer for, but what I can tell each of you is that we have the best interest of all staff, students, and parents always at the forefront of our minds and in our hearts. Parents, I want you to know that we want your kids in school as much as you do. Staff, I continue to advocate for all that you do and also your pay and your raises, and I will continue to do so. It has been a challenging year behind us. It will be even more challenging before us. And what you had to adapt to the remote learning environment, I know the struggles and challenges you and the parents met doing that. We are in this together, and we must work together and have each other's trust. And I want you all to know that we have the best interest of each of you at heart in all we do. Thanks.
Abby?
I'm very happy to be back with all of you guys again. I have been a part of the FLEC committee as a student representative, so I've seen firsthand over the past few weeks just how hard the committee members have been working to make next year as normal as possible and to find our new normal. So thanks everyone for all of your help, and I'm very happy to be back with you guys.
Mr. Connor?
Congratulations, Mr. Katolka, on the award. I think the hardest part is going to figure out how you're going to, what student you're going to give the scholarship to. That's probably the hardest part of that, but congratulations. Congratulations to the Business Honor Roll winners, Alcova Mortgage, Highlands Community Bank, and the Historic Masonic Theater. Well deserved. I know you guys do play a big role in what we do here in Alleghany County Public Schools. And congrats to Mr. Franson and Ms. Morgan for your reappointment. Good job. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you. Mr. Francis.
I too want to congratulate Mr. Kadoka and the Regional Superintendent Award, and also Alcova, Highland Bank, and the Historic Lodge. A lot of businesses really pitch in and help us support the school system, which is awesome. It's absolutely awesome. And we thank you for that. And Daniel and Jen was talking about. I also want to tell you how much we appreciate the staff, the teachers, I mean, and administration. I mean, just the amount of work that y'all had to do behind the scenes to get all these plan A, B, C's, and D's, and that took a lot of work, a lot of effort, and I just want you to know we appreciate you. And as Daniel said, we'll always listen to you. Sometimes we can't give everything we want to give simply because there's not enough budgets there. But it's not because we don't want to. It's just because a lot of times we just can't. But we appreciate you, and just God be with all of you.
Thank you, Gerald. Jacob?
I believe everyone said everything that can be said. Congratulations to Gene on your Regional Superintendent's Award. Highlands Community Bank, it's great all the things that they do for our community. It's great to have a hometown bank. We're very lucky to have a bank in our community. To Jason and Alcova Mortgage. Alcova was started by a couple of guys, or 3 guys that I was in high school with, and they've done great things. We're going to try to rename our gym after them if they'd give us enough money. That's what I'm going for next. Or a weight room. But they do a great job. The Masonic Theater is a tremendous asset for our community. And speaking of tremendous assets to our community, our teachers and staff have done a fantastic job and continue to do so. So we appreciate everything that they do for us. And that's about it. Oh, and congratulations to Abby for beginning her senior year. We're glad to have you back.
Thank you.
Okay, well, good. I think it's good to see the board back together. That includes you too, Miss Abby, for everybody to be here, except for Craig, and he's out. But it's good to see everybody back in the same room for a change. That is always positive. Gene, congratulations on being the regional superintendent. That's an honor. I think that's the first one of those we've had I can remember. But we thank you for that. That just shows your dedication to the school system and to education as a whole. To our VSBA honor roll, we thank those people. They do bring a lot of value to this community, and it's evident by the 3 that was selected this year, so we want to thank those. Gerald and Danielle, thank you for your reappointment. It's always good to have people back on the board that's been there before. It does keep things moving along pretty good. Along with that, for all our teachers and everybody that's helped, and the ABCD plan of putting schools back together, that I know it's been a lot of work, but I hope that gets the students back in class. Had a parent come talk to me, said they were to go to school 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, and then 4 hours after church on Sunday. I said, that's a little bit much for anybody. I think everybody's found out they're not teachers. So you cannot replace a teacher with a parent at home. And not that parents don't do a good job, but there's just something about that teacher. They have that expertise and that way to get things across to these kids. And I think a lot of people have realized the respect for teachers should be more than it ever was with all the effort they've had to do from trying to teach from home. So we appreciate everything that everybody's done for us, and won't be long we'll be starting our next school year. Gene, what do you have?
Well, welcome everybody tonight. Abby, glad to see you back. It's always good to get a student voice. My award tonight is a reflection of the people that I work with, which includes everybody in this community, staff, teachers, parents, students, community members. And the decision to come here 5 years ago certainly has been a good one for my family and I, because it's a great community. And even though every now and then we don't always agree on 100% of things, we figure out a way to work things out and make it better for our kids and for our staff, which is all about. And I'm happy to be a part of that. We've got a great team. I want to really echo what Ms. Morgan and Ms. Zeckner said about us trying to do the best we can for our kids with the guidance that we're receiving or sometimes not receiving from the state and from the federal government. And so we have our work cut out for us. We're going to make a recommendation tonight to move the calendar back to September 9th to give us an extra month to look at things. And we're hoping by that time that we're out of phase 3, because our goal is to return our kids to our school as normal. Now, in the meantime, we also have some backup plans as well, just in case. But if that's our goal, that is our goal, and that's what we want to do. And so I know that every one of our offices up here and our principals and administrators are working along with the FLEC committee to come up with the best plan and the best alternative plans for our kids. And that's our goal, to get that done. And we will get it done. Thank you.